So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL's 30th season. It is already week 3 and we've had more drama, action, thrills and spills in the first 2 weeks than about the last decade of Formula 1. So this is more like a redneck barbecue at a NASCAR event when the two favourite drivers have crashed into each other and one of them has stolen the other one's barbecue hog. So strap yourselves in, we're into some more great action tonight. And we are here at the Sardegna circuit then, playing host to a second mixed week. So we have a qualifying session coming up shortly. 10 minutes to decide the grid for the sprint race. Followed by our longer endurance race thereafter. Now the qualifying is taking place on the C layout. The racing though will be taking place on the B layout. So qualifying once again taking place on a slightly different circuit to what the racing will commence on shortly. Without further ado then, we're about to get qualifying underway. Last week then was our first sprint week. We were at Road Atlanta and we had 3 races and 3 different winners. Sir Goose winning race 1, Oblivion from the back winning race 2, for Dusty Fossil prevailed in race 3. Think back to week 1 where we were there for Oblivion and for Ross, who was filling in for Nobby, I believe. And that has seen Oblivion and Goose, those strong results, lead the Drivers' Championship in GT2. And also the teams. Bit of a hard carry from the GT2 boys for our GT1, but I'm absolutely here for it. So cars out on track then. Who is first on the road? It is Zomlar. So we're going to go on board with Zomlar then, sporting a new livery this week. Look at that livery, shall we? Keep up. Go right. Green sneak on the look at. Yeah, so he's gone green. Mikey in the white. And black. And we'll get on board for a lap then of Sardegna C. Using all the track there and the run off the pits. About to start his flying lap. Here we go. Right then, up the hill we go. I'm going to stay to the right hand side. Open the angle up for turn 1 over the crest. And then using this run off here. Down to second gear, throw the car in, early upshift to third. Using the gravel there, dipping some tyres and through the right hander. Quickly into the left for straightening up. Now the circuit later on will go left there. With a short run then down to this braking zone, then down on the gear to fourth. He's a little bit wide there, very wide there. He's out on the gravel, he's around. I'm going to go on board with Mikey. Oh, Mikey's up as well. Oh dear, we're going to go back on board with Goose as we plunge down the hill. Cross over the circuit that we'll be using later on, then back up the hill the other side then. Hold it to the right hand side then, and heavy braking for the hairpin, the final corner. It's uphill, it's off camber, very tricky there. Gets it slowed, gets it turned, picks up the throttle, again using all the track and the runoff on the right hand side there, which is the pit entry. First time on the board is a 59.5. However, Derek immediately going faster than that with a 58.1. And Dusty Fossil going faster still with a 57.9. So 57s seem to be the order of the day for qualifying. It's Dusty Fossil from Arsenal Joe, Oblivion in third. Top 3 covered by less than 2 tenths. Top 4 covered by less than 2 tenths. Derek there 0.140 off pole in fourth. Aaron tonight is filling in for Nobby Norris, who is camping. Gets on, and who was that? It was Odon going up into 5th then. Odon has had a bit of a shocker so far this season. First 2 weeks have not gone his way. Hello from the Cotswolds. Speaking of the happy camper, here he is in the chat. Good evening, Mr. Norris. Oh, Johnny Boy is parked facing the wall. Johnny Boy, who had a superb race 2 last week. Who was that? Sir Goose then on to provisional pole, 57.7 from him. Play second fickle so far, a little bit to Oblivion, but that is superb as Arsenal Joe jumps ahead of Dusty Fossil. So Goose then looking like the man to beat so far. Zom hoping to get a cleaner lap this time. As it comes to the line. It's 58.3, that puts him 8th. So Goose then looking like the man to beat. Got himself a nice bit of clear track. Was first on the road after Zom and Mikey's dramas. Arsenal Joe go on in second. Has he got this? Has he got the updated livery? I think he has this week. He has, right, he's now got the data delivery on. Still in third, Glyn in fourth. Going well. In fifth. Make that sixth as up ahead of them goes Aaron up to fourth, but he's immediately dropped down by Sir Dusty Fossil, who jumps back up to P2. Arsenal Joe, though, immediately responds, goes back into second place at the 57.7. So Goose's lap time still holding firm. But, the field are closing in. Top three covered by just over a tenth of a second. 32 thousandths between Goose and Joe, and then 77 thousandths between Joe and Dusty Fossum. Aaron a tenth back ahead of Glyn, Oblivion, Derek, Joe. Oh, Johnny Boy's going round again. Nice 360 there. Star points for Johnny. Derek having to take avoiding action there. Oh dear, it's all getting a bit chaotic in the middle part of the lap there. There's cars everywhere. Half second covers your top 10, 11. Royston face Potter. Johnny Boy needs to get a clean lap, and it's always absolute car park at the final corner. Oh, Johnny Boy's hit Mikey. Johnny's having a bit of a torrid time here at the minute, but he can't wait to get onto the B layout. So then Goose is the man to beat, but he's not improving this time. Jordan does not improve on that lap then to beat. Glyn has improved. 58 flats, just edging. You see three lap times there in a row. 58.0, 58.0, 58.0, just edging closer. Arrow in fourth. Since I'm edging away from Oblivion, who's so far struggling a little bit by his own lofty standards. He is now a 10th up though, so that will just be enough to put him ahead of Glyn. Let's see how the rest of his lap goes. Yeah, Johnny looks like he's in the pits. Anyway, he's back out again on track, I believe. There's a reset there. Oblivion there, taking a wide entry, late apex. Goose down behind him with a slip for a slipstream. So what can Oblivion do? Can he improve on P6? He cannot. No, he's lost time in the final sector there. Interesting. Oblivion then, who was the man on form from last week, who led, of course, from pole, ceded the victory to his teammate. In the first race he was on the soft tyres, then stormed from the back of the grid to the win in race 2, and then very nearly overhauled Dusty Fossil for the win in race 3, having dropped back with a penalty late on. Struggling a little bit here in qualifying, but qualifying is one thing. Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes you just need a breather, don't you? Get off the track, take a breath, and you're back on track. Oh, there he goes. And so Goose still leading the way. Oh, Oblivion there. Just caught Goose out a little bit, I think. Oblivion just struggling here. Been the man to beat so far. But at the minute, it's his teammate who is leading the way. Just missing out on improving that. So it's still Goose from Arsenal Joe. Is Arsenal Joe going to improve this time? No. Just still in third. Aaron fourth. Glyn in fifth. Mikey now sixth. Oblivion down to seventh. And Derek in eighth. Joker in ninth. Odon in 10th, though Som just goes into P10, sorry, so half a second covering the top 10. Odon down to 11th, Royston in 12th, Face Potter in 13th, less than a second covering the top 13. Johnny Boy has now got a fairly decent lap time on the board. So that reset has worked. And so, watching Goose then. He's getting slipstream from his teammate until he's gone wide though, very wide at the final corner. And Goose has followed him in. It's not an improvement. Oblivion has improved. Back up to 7th. Only a minor improvement though. Doesn't jump any places, so stays in 7th. Oh, Arsenal Joe to the pole. Arsenal Joe has found some time on that lap. 57.6 from him. Derek's gone 4th as well, into the 57s. Aaron was up on his personal best in Sector 1. It shows you like a GT1 driver in GT2 and only 5th fastest on the road at the moment. The circuit, well, he definitely loves the B layout. Maybe not quite so keen on the C. A little bit wide there through the final corner. Just trying to get a bit of slipstream from him. Can Aaron improve on 5th? He was up in sector 1. He can, he goes 3rd. Big jump there, but Dusty Fossil immediately relegates him back down to 4th. 57.7, so 1/10 covers the top 4. Oblivion to the pole, there we go. He's found his rhythm finally. And James bonds it to the top. So Oblivion then on to the point. And it's exactly 1/10 of a second covers your top 4. Less than 2 cover your top 5. So then we have got 20 seconds left of the session. So these will be final laps, or people starting their final laps. Who's the front of this queue? It's Dusty Fossil, who has lost his toe from Aaron. He will... Oh, big slide over the final corner. That's going to cost him some time. It's so finely poised. There's a couple of cars side by side coming out the final corner. I don't think he's going to get another lap in. No, he won't. So this will be the final lap. Does he improve? No, he does not. What about Mikey? Is a half-second penalty for Goose. Then so Goose, who's led for so much of this session, only ending up 3rd at best. Does Mikey improve? No, he doesn't. Aaron doesn't improve either. What about Odon? Down in P12. It's under 6/10 away. Jordan goes back to the pole. Arsenal Joe snatches back 57.5. That new livery is working wonders. Okay, I can let you off him. Odon does not improve. Beach does though. Into the 58s with his last run. And there we have it then, that, I believe, is qualifying. Who are we waiting for? There we have it then, qualifying over and done with. And it's Arsenal Joe who has put himself on a pole position then at 57.5 from him, a 10th up on Oblivion. Sir Goose in 3rd then, so he managed to jump back up to 3rd late on ahead of Dusty Fossil, who ends up in 4th. Aaron in 5th. Got that 1/4 of a second cover your top 5. Mikey in 6th, and then just 4 thousandths ahead of Derek. 4/10 cover your top 7. Glyn in 8th, less than half a second away from the pole. And then Joker in 9th. 10th up on Zom in 10th. He was just ahead of Royston and Odon, those two very closely matched as well. And Face Potter, who is fresh off graduating, so congratulations to him. Graduated from the University of Birmingham in 13th, and Johnny Boy there in 14th there, just about 3/10 off him. So the field then very closely matched then, everybody under 59 seconds. Of course, what happens now though is we're going to cancel that, and we will drop into back into the lobby, and then we'll have road track B for the race then. So the slightly different layout, a little bit longer. Yeah, looking very tight then. So Jordan's new livery working wonders this week, pops him onto pole position. Oh, he's pushed the wrong button. He's done a biggles. So we wait for a new lobby. Yeah. And while we're waiting in this break, we'll dig out the standings, shall we, and let's talk about how things lie from the standings point of view in GT2 then. So in the driver's standings, as I already mentioned, Oblivion leads the way on 80 points. 2 wins from 5 races so far. I don't think Mikey's hosting because people keep having issues with Zom, actually. So it's Zom's fault, not Mikey's fault. So that's a false accusation. Viva. Yeah, Oblivion leads away on 80 points. Goose in second on 63 with a win to his name last week then. Dusty Fossil in third with a win in round 3 last week. Joker in fourth, so it's a sort of 2x2 at the top. Joker fourth, followed then by Arsenal Joe and Royston for Team Walkers. And so Joker's on 50 points, Joe on 49, Royston on 45. Then we get it mixed up a little bit. We've got One Stop Mong Bombs, Mikey in 7th on 43. 8th is Glyn for Flying Lizards on 41. Then Face Potter in 9th for Team Wall on 37. Norbin Norris in 10th for the Family of Love, 36 points. 11th is Zom, the One Stop Mom Bombs, on 33. Derek for the Family of Love on 21 in 12th. Beach is 13th on 16 points for Team Flying Lizards. And Odon bringing up the rear, 16 points for Team Wall in 14th. We're on the right track. Check out the constructor standings. As you'd imagine, the designated drivers leading the way on 248. Worst pace scenario in second on 214.5. Then comes Team Flying Lizards on 179, 3 points ahead of Team Wall on 176, who are in fourth. The One Stop Mong Bombs are 5th on 164, and the Family of Love are 6th on 130, with Team Walkers on 111.5. But those poor souls are struggling because their GT1 team have been a little bit AWOL so far. Good evening, Rom Elson. I love you too, you Belgian waffle you. How are we? How's the little one? How's Letty? Prep, everybody's in, and we'll be sorting out the grid, and then we are good to go. Now, the difference, of course, with this one is everybody's on the medium tyres for the sprint race. So only the medium tyres available. So medium tyres, everybody on the same tyre, everybody in the same car. Should make for a very close race, but we shall see. Can Arsenal Joe carry his form from the C layout onto the B layout? Is the question. Because, I've been in practice, and Goose was looking fairly handy. Joe was finding some time. He had some time to find the other day and he joined our lobby, so is he a quality merchant? Or can that transfer to the race? Ooh, exciting. Return of the ROM. He wants to know, will Aaron manage to get a podium? Well, he does love this track. This is his favourite layout of this circuit. And I imagine he was very keen to get that one on there as Odon trying to get on the inside of Oblivion. Now there's the penalty line. The penalty line here is an absolute horrible place for it. Right on the exit of the final corner, so that's going to hurt you all the way down the start-finish straight. And here we go then. So, grid is formed. It's Arsenal Joe on pole from Oblivion. Sir Goose and Dusty Fossil make up row 2. Aaron and Mikey together on row 3, just as Mikey wanted it. Derek and Glyn on row 4. Joker and Zom together row 5. Royston and Odon share row 6. Face Potter and Johnny Boy on row 7. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We've got 17 laps ahead of us, and we are go. It's a poor start from Dusty Fossil in 4th. Front 3 getting away well, as does Aaron in 5th. Go on board with Aaron then as we head up the hill. Then Dusty Fossil is to our right. We're ahead of him already. He's up to 4th. Goose giving his teammate bumps into the braking zone. Aaron sent it hard down the inside. He's going to get 2 of them, is he? No! Coming across the nose there is Oblivion. Go on board then for a lap then as we head round now. This is where the circuit barrier, you turn left early. Short sprint, then down into this cambered uphill braking zone. Up over the crest, Jordan getting away. Well, I mean, Oblivion came from absolutely nowhere there into then this embanked right-handed, and as we start to plunge down the hill into the middle of the circuit. We've got Jamie cheering on for Glyn, going well so far. Face Potter's up to 8th already, so Ace Potter had a great start. Across the track there. And then down to this tricky braking zone here. Gravel ahead of you. Got to be careful. It's uphill. You got to ride the inside. Gravel on the outside. Corner tightens. Bit of run off there to use. Up the hill we go. Oblivion ahead of us. Goose in the mirror. Or the camera then. Uphill off to the left hand. The brake is in there. A bit of a twitch there from Aaron. Into the left hand. Oblivion's out on the grass there. Using the curb. And then a very tricky braking. So they've got to find a braking reference somewhere. Oblivion on the grass, having a slide. Aaron's going to have a run here. Half-second penalty as well for Oblivion. Across the line we go then. That is a lap then of Sardegna B. And it's Jordan leading the way then and pulling away 0.8 of a second. He's out of slipstream range at Oblivion. Wide at the final corner. Has got himself a half-second penalty. Which he will serve at the end of this lap when the penalty line is pretty much where he got his penalty as well. It's going to hurt him. Oh, again, a little bit of twitch there from Oblivion. Not quite in his rhythm again on this circuit either. Aaron and Goose are right with him. There's a bit of a gap back to Derek, who's going well in 5th. Joker's up to 6th, also has a half-second penalty. Odon is up to 7th, so in other words, had a good start. Then the Zom train with Face Potter, Royston, and there we find Glyn. So Glyn's gone backwards ever so slightly. Dusty Fossil down in 12th. What happened to him? Turn 1, I imagine Mikey also down in 13th. He's had a bit of a poor start, and Johnny Boy is well off the back, so he's had a drama somewhere as well. Yeah, as mentioned there in the chat, Arsenal is stretching his legs then. The lead is now a second. Again, they're just touching the gravel. Oblivion and Aaron are side by side up the hill. In fact, Oblivion has lost that place and Goose is through as well. So, yeah, Oblivion's let his teammate through. Not to hold him up. And he'll now try and attack. Aaron and Derek trying to get involved as well. The other team of Love Car. Silver and purple. Milka livery then. Oh, Goose across the curb there. Big slide from him. Derek having a slide as well. Oblivion will serve his penalty. And let's see how much time he loses. Derek's going to come through. So now we've got a team of Love Car being chased by a team designated driver's car twofold. Goose taking the fastest lap of the race into the outside for turn 1. Not close enough though. Going to try to cut back up the inside. Aaron dips a wheel in the gravel. That's giving Goose half a chance. The door is not open. Goose on the grass on the inside trying to get through. As it works, Aaron's on the grass on the outside. Oh, into the door. And Goose gets through. And behind him, Oblivion making the move on Derek as well. But Derek's going to hold on around the outside. Good driving there from Derek. Hanging on to that. And I trying to murder him. Attempted murder on stream. Disgusting behaviour, Fever, I know. Well, the front 5 are pulling away. Odon is now up to 6th then. He's ahead of the Zom train. But he's got himself a second penalty. So Odon has been very exploratory with the track limits so far. I'm closing up then up the hill. And we've got Face Potter now in 8th. What's happened to Royston's dropped back a little bit. Dusty Fossil still making the ground up, as is Mikey. And Johnny Boy's got a half-second penalty. And oh, Jordan, how is he going? It's cost him a couple of tenths, whatever's happened there. Oh, Goose cutting the grass says so. The lead was 1.7. Down to 1.2 with that little mistake there. We just caught the end. Oh, Goose now has a half-second penalty. He's got the fastest lap of the race, but he's also got himself a half-second penalty then. So Goose, who is catching the race leader. Good evening, Mr. Unsafe Release. How are we? With your gates. So Goose then, having got the lead under a second, is probably going to drop back at least to 3rd, maybe even 4th. Oblivion trying to get back in touch with these two. The front 5 have made a massive gap then. Odon, you can see, has dropped all the way back to P11, which I think is where he started. Or was he 12? I can't remember. Got Joker and Glyn side by side, banging doors. 2 purple cars, the dark purple of team worst pace scenario. On the inside, on the outside, the team flying lizard car. And it is the worst pace scenario car that gets ahead. And latches onto the back of Face Potter, who is going very well in 7th. Threatened a good result last week as well, Face Potter. So Joker down the inside on the brakes, great move for that. Sehr gut, Dankeschön, sehr gut. Morgen ist Freitag. Und dann die Wochenende. So, alle gut. And then up front, let's see Goose then, who's got Aaron all over the back of him. He's about to serve his half-second penalty. Will retake that place, then Oblivion will close in. Does he go through, or does he give his teammate a bump? Not going to bump. Derek now just slipping away ever so slightly from those front four, keeping them honest. And here comes the train, led by Zom. Joker behind him. Zom, we know, is a very difficult man to pass. Behind them, Joker, Face Potter and Glyn going side by side as well. Joker to the outside, goes deep. Oh, meets on the apex, contact, will survive. Face Potter held off Glyn, and now has joined this battle as well. Oh, and Glyn trying to get involved. Oh, Face Potter wants the inside. He's up the inside of Zom. Zom's coming back at Joker. And Royston's waiting to pick up the pieces and the crumbs in the background. Still too wide then. Joker hanging on. Zom looking at the inside. Glyn around the outside of Face Potter to the hairpin. They cross over. Royston getting up, and then in the background, closing back in is Odon. Fossil now has the fastest lap of the race, 27 flat. Mikey trying to catch up as well, and Johnny Boy served his penalty then. Oh, Jordan now has a half-second penalty. So the race leader now has got one. That's going to bring him right back into this pack behind him, led by Aaron. Both the yellow designated driver cars, though, are right on his tail. Oh no, is that the grass? It's Oblivion, caught the grass there just before the braking zone and has run on it a little bit. He survived, but he's lost some time, and Jordan's lead has evaporated. We start lap 6. To the outside goes Aaron. He's got the run up the hill. This is how much time he's losing. He lost about 1.5 seconds there. Aaron to the lead. So Aaron now leads from Jordan, from Sir Goose. Oblivion 1.2 seconds back after that little moment, and Derek there about 1.5 seconds back as well. Then there comes this train of Joker and Zom still glued together. Glyn is ahead of Face Potter now. Royston still there. Odon closing back in as well. That is so not right. Might give the personal best last time, 27.1. They are catching that group ahead of them. Aaron now trying to make a run for it as Goose trying to go around the outside of Arsenal Joe. Can he relegate him to third? They're still side by side. I think Goose has got this done. He has. So Jordan, who was managing this race beautifully, that one little error has cost him big time. And Aaron there has had a bit of a moment coming out of the corner. That lead was 0.8 of a second. It's now just 4. These cars then are so momentum based. If you carry the speed, you can't afford any little slip up. Everybody just about okay through there that time. A little bit touch of the grass there from Jordan and from Oblivion. Goose then right under the rear wing of Aaron. To the outside he goes. Tries to put the squeeze on him. He is ahead. How's his braking? Is he going to be later on the brakes? He's going to cut the nose off. There's going to be a little bit of contact. Aaron's going to get back through. Tried to squeeze him. Aaron though kept his nose in there. Oh, inevitable little bit of contact there. That corner really does tighten on the exit, but we've got 4 for the lead now. Nose to tail. Oblivion in 4th is less than he's in slipstream range of the race leader. Or he was. Yeah, he's in slipstream range of the race leader. That's how close they are. Great action here in GT2 once again. Oh, just caught the grass there. Jordan as well having a bit of a moment. They're now side by side, and he's going to get the run down the hill. Who's going on this second little route then? So Derek's still in 5th. So we've got a battle for the lead again. Goose to the outside again. Aaron banging doors. Oh, more banging, more banging. Everybody survived though. Okay, right, second train. Joker still at the head of this group. Then Zom right behind him there. Glyn now getting the magnets on. Royston up to 9th. He's ahead of Face Potter, who slipped back to 10th. Odon there. Dusty Fossil has joined the train, and Mikey's not far away either. So up front. Again, closing up then. Jordan in 4th. 1.2 off the lead, and Derek's getting back into this fight. He's only 1.1 seconds off. They keep squabbling and battling. It's once again for the lead. It's now Oblivion on the attack of Aaron then. So Goose has dropped back to 3rd. Oblivion to the outside. This time going to go side by side. Yes, we are, but Aaron just eases him out. It's very difficult to go on the outside there without a big overlap going into the corner. You kind of need to be ahead and turning in and make them stay tight. Aaron holds on to Oblivion back up to 2nd. Jordan has just been slipping backwards since losing the lead. Now he's in the pack. He was Seb Vetteling in the lead, cruising, but that little mistake dropped him into the pack, and he's dropped him to the back of this group, and Derek continuing to close. Second group still Joker from Zom, from Glyn, and then Royston from Face Potter, from Odon, from Dusty. Mikey just about getting there. Boy has just done his personal best, 27.6 there, so just 0.6 off the fastest lap there, so good lap that from Johnny. More of those please. That's for the lead. Oh, round goes Arsenal. Arsenal goes around. Oh, the pole sitter and the early race leader as a round. Kicks up some gravel and down to 8th place. Oh, big shame there. Oh, Derek's kicking up some grass at the final corner. To lap 9 we go then, into the second half of this race. Aaron still leads, Oblivion right behind him though. Sending it hard on the brakes around the outside, trying to get for a cutback, nothing doing. Got a nice lead over Goose then, who's now in third comfortably. Derek in fourth. And it comes Joker, who's got a bit of a gap back to Zom now, who's got Glyn all over the rear of him, then recovering Arsenal Joe. And that nice little group of Face Potter, Royston, Odon, Dusty Fossil, who's up the inside. Trying to fight back around the outside. Dusty Fossil having the line. Just eases him out of it. Five-car train Mikey has now joined this pack. Space Potter's got back to the head of it. Ahead of Royston. Dusty, then Odon, and then Mikey now on the back of the pack to go into the middle of this pack. Oh, both Royston and Face Potter are wide. Just Fossil going to get the inside of Royston. He does. Face Potter has a big slide trying to get back on the circuit. He's going to be wide again. Dusty Fossil's runner is compromised, but the pack behind have spread out a little bit, so he's going to get the move done. So up to 9th goes Dusty Fossil. That is how easy it is. However, Face Potter in the slipstream is coming back at Dusty Fossil. He's going to go to the inside. He is. He's going to be late on the brakes. Where is he? He's up the inside. Dusty Fossil has to lift off, and Face Potter retakes the place there. Good recovery from Face Potter. Good battling there. Up ahead, then Zom is down to 8th because Jordan is through, as is Glyn. So his resistance has been broken. Joker has taken the opportunity to run away. He's now 2.6 seconds clear, and he's catching Derek for 4th. There's Derek, and there's Joker. There we go. The front three, meanwhile, are coming back together again. Goose has got the magnets back on. Lap times last time around, 29.3 from Aaron. Oh, he's wide, and Oblivion's up the inside. Oh, Aaron tries to turn in. There's a car there. And into the sandwich he goes. Where's Oblivion gone? He's on the grass. What are you doing out there? Aaron back to the lead. Derek was very wide there. Derek's very wide in the penalty corner. Joke is also wide. I think Derek might get a penalty for that. He does. Half a second to Joker as well. He does. Well, that's going to be good news for Glyn then, and for Jordan, and for Zom, because they'll get back in touch with those guys. We've seen how much time it costs you. Again for the lead then. Goose now on the attack of Aaron. Into the gravel goes a couple of tyres there, kicks up some dust. But surviving. Goose there cutting some grass on the inside of the corner then. It's fast and frenetic as ever. Left-hander we go. Aaron's wide, Aaron's wide. Gets back on, he's still in the lead, but Goose is on the attack around the outside. He's going to try to switch back down the hill. Aaron holds the apex nicely. Very battling and all that's letting Oblivion come back at them. Ahead Goose going for the lead. He's on the inside of the kink. He's ahead at the moment. But Aaron's got the inside line. Can he hold it on the brakes at the apex? He can. Goose has got to run though up the hill, but he's on the wrong side. Side by side once again. Aaron will turn in. They'll hold the lead. Catches that curb there. That will unsettle the car. Goose is going to go around the outside. Is he? He is. Can he get him cleared? He can, he's through. Goose back to the lead. Great battling at the front here. It's a shame that Arsenal Joe dropped out. Oh, again, Oblivion curb hopping there. You need to avoid that curb if you can, because these cars do not like bouncing over that curb. Aaron, though, is going to fight back against Goose up the start-finish straight then. Or is he? He's pulled out of the slipstream early, so he's not getting the slipstream. He goes back in again now. And then goes to the inside for the braking zone. How are you typing when you're racing? Stop it. Typing while you're racing is stupid. You're not Lennon. Stop it. Eid. Around the bank and we go, Oblivion catching back again, and behind them Derek still leading this charge. Then Glyn now fifth, the Joker lost a place. Jordan's now got a penalty as well, and then Zom. And the next little pack of Dusty Fossil, who's now made a bit of a break there from face Potter and Odon together at 10th and 11th. Royston down to 12th. Yes, well done. Unfortunately, he was leading, so it was going better. He's also probably going to lose that P7 with that penalty. There we go then, around to the final corner. On board with third place Oblivion. Goose is on the grass. Goose is having a big slide in the wall. He'll get a half-second penalty, I think, there as well. Did he get away with it? He got away with that somehow. Big moment there for Goose, though. That could be critical. That could be him out of the battle for the lead. It's now down to Oblivion. Well, it's the nature of these cars. Unfortunately, close racing. Some tight corners. Goose has got a bit of lag as well, I've seen it. Stop typing in the corners also. Derek in fourth, Glyn fifth, Joker there in sixth though. So these three coming together as well. And all the squabbling going on ahead is keeping them in the hunt for a podium, as pointed out. Tom in seventh then, Jordan down to eighth. Catches the curb there and settles the car. Gets away with it though. Dusty Fossil recovering after opening lap drama from him. Into ninth. And Face Potter's pulled away from Odon, who's lost out P11 to Royston, in fact. The sky was just clouding over a little bit, so that would cool the circuit down. I'll drop the grip a little bit. Oh, contact there between Odon and Royston. Royston, they've had a bit of a slide coming through that left-hander, and Odon was not expecting it and hit the back of him. Both survived there, but Royston's a little bit wide through the final corner, gets away with it. It can't rain here now. No, it can't rain the circuit. At 14, Aaron still leads. Oblivion right on his tail. 1.5 seconds back is Goose. Then I feel like he is possibly out of this in terms of the win. But the podium is still there very much for the taking. Glyn now up to fourth then, so he's past Derek. And Joker's going up the side of him as well, but he's over that curb, and that will unsettle that car. So Derek should hang on. And he does. And Jordan's got another half-second penalty. That's been the story of ruining his race. That spin, obviously. Now at the top of the final sector, Jordan then, who was comfortably leading this race early on from pole. That half-second penalty that dropped him into the pack, and it's been downhill ever since. Oh, we've got Joker having another look at Derek. 2 nose to tail for the lead still then, so Aaron leads from Oblivion. Goose in third, Glyn now up to fourth, having a really strong run. Derek fifth, Joker in sixth, then Zom, then Jordan, then Dusty Fossil, who was probably going to take that P8 away from Jordan when he serves his penalty. Face Potter in 10th, Royston in 11th, Odon in 12th. Mikey's had another drama somewhere along the line, by the look of it. He's dropped back a little bit. Johnny Boy in 14th then for the lead. And turn one, around the outside goes Aaron. He's gone into the gravel. Joe off goes Oblivion as well. Didn't have the best angle of that then. Aaron trying to sweep around the outside. Was there a tag? I've seen a couple of times there, drivers just taking the nose off the car on the inside. And that's the first time it's gone really wrong. I couldn't really see it. I didn't have the best angle of that, but it's a wide sweeping line against a car on a narrow line, and it's difficult to go side by side through there. It has done, it's given Oblivion the lead. Goose back to second, Aaron down to third, Glyn in fourth. Not being Derek in fifth. Joker still sixth and not able to find a way past. All this squabbling up front, the top 7 are covered by less than 6 seconds after 15 laps, and Dusty Fossil in 8th. Going purple, in fact, there, Dusty Fossil. So he's got the hammer down. Hold on, and I'll get the coffee on now for you, so you're going to need it, I think. And then Royston glued together. Ooh, Royston over that curb. That's unsettled that car again. You can't touch these big curbs in this car. It does not like it. Does not like it. I think Odon's caught that curve on the inside. They can hear the tyres squealing. Johnny Boy's running a little bit wide there. Oh, for the lead. Aaron back to the lead. What's happened there then? So there's something happened between the front two, because Aaron has caught back up and he's back in the middle of a sandwich over on the penultimate lap of the race. Oblivion leads, Goose in third. Aaron is the filling in the sandwich. He's got the run up the inside. And through he goes, back into the lead of the race. And Glyn's right there now as well. So Glyn out of nowhere is in the podium hunt here. He's been chipping away. He had a poor start. He went backwards at the start, but has been chipping away ever since. Oblivion side by side through the kick with Aaron. He's on the outside for the next corner. Aaron's got the inside. Goose up the inside of his teammates. Oh, they're tagged. And Oblivion gets very sideways. Oblivion trying to get up the inside. Is he there? Not quite. Oh, wow, and Glyn is right there now. The Glyn's on the back of Goose. Final corner, this is key. You've got to get a good run out here. Aaron's got a cover. He's caught that curve a little bit. Oblivion's got a little bit of understeer. 2 behind have had a good run. Derek and Joker nose to tail as well then. So Aaron leads. It's 0.3 of a second, but here comes Oblivion. Goose in his slipstream, Glyn in his. 1.2 covers side by side for 5th. Meanwhile, Derek on the inside, Joker to the outside. Behind them, Justy Fossil attacking Zom. No chase for the Joker around the outside. Gets the move done into turn 1. Justy Fossil does not get his move done into turn 1, though Zom defends. Let's go back to this lead battle then. Oh, Glyn's third, Glyn's third. Oblivion goes purple in sector 1 as he tries to find a way past on the last lap. This is it then, all or nothing. Down the hill we go. Aaron leads. He'll defend the inside into the braking zone if he thinks that Oblivion is close enough. I think he's comfortable. I think he thinks he's safe. Oblivion closing in on the brakes. Oh, he's had a good run up the hill though. Aaron's going to defend the inside. Oblivion's going to have to go the long way around here, try and get the cutback. Purple again. He's trying the move. He's trying it, but it's not worked. Aaron has stayed ahead. Now it's going to be a drag race to the line. Oh, and Joker's got Goose for 4th. No, Goose fights back. For the lead, final corner. I think Aaron's got it. He's a little bit wide. Oblivion's over the curb. He's closing, but I think he's going to be too far back. Aaron then will win. Oblivion second, Glyn gets third. It's a drag race for 4th. The Goose wins by 32 thousandths of a second. Derek gets 6th, Zom 7th, Dusty Fossil 8th, Jordan 9th. Face Poster's going to come home in P10. Odon is 11th, a drag race for 12th. That Mikey's going to steal on the line by 9 thousandths of a second. Yeah, also got it for Jordan there. He had really good pace early on, but those penalties dropped him into the pack, and then that spin he had at the top of the hill. Just so easy to do in these cars because they just don't like the curbs. So I don't know if he got a curb or got the gravel as Johnny Boy comes across the line. I've regressed. We'll see. So Aaron is victorious then by 0.4 of a second over Oblivion. Glyn getting third there. Great drive from him there coming through. Goose gets fourth. Joker pipping Derek for fifth. Derek finishing sixth. Then Zom in seventh. Just held off Dusty Fossil. Also Joe ninth. Face Potter in 10th. Odon is 11th. Mikey, you already saw, just pipping Royston by, what's that, 0.03 of a second according to that other line. And Johnny Boy rounding out the finish in 14th then. So up next will be the endurance race, and that is 39 laps. The medium tyres are compulsory, softs, and you can only have one. There's only one set of mediums available. There are unlimited hards and softs available to you, though. So we can have a mix of strategies around here. What we shall see. Lobby will reset. Now we move on to our feature race. Same circuit. Now the tyre wear is higher, the fuel depletion is on. So refueling will be required. WC. John dislikes sector 3. Oh no. Yes, I could tell. My reference for you, mate, if you're listening still, is as you come round to the final corner, there's some hoarding signs on the outside. The first one of them, when it goes out of your vision, depending on which camera angle you use, once that kind of goes out of your vision, brake then and downshift. Use third if you need to tuck the nose in, but then you want to be up to fourth fairly quickly to go out the final corner. So that's my advice for you there as a braking marker. It's difficult because there's not really anything on the track there to sort of use as a decent braking marker, so I use that once it kind of goes out my vision. I know to be on the brakes, and it usually works. You'll see it. You'll see when you get around. But yeah, that's probably the best marker. Obviously on the hard tyres, brake a little bit earlier. But yeah, some of the penalties there, that corner is an absolute bugger, especially if you're in a bit of a dirty air. These cars obviously don't suffer too much with dirty air, but they do suffer a little bit, and when you're following, it's very easy to just ever so slightly run a wide. So looks like we've got a mix of strategies ahead then. So let's see who's... It'll be there forever and ever. So we've got a mix of people with different tyres at the moment. Whether or not they're going to use these in the race, we'll see. So Oda currently on the hards, Oblivion's on the hard tyres, Derek's on the hard tyres. Aaron's on the hard tyre, Goose is on the hard tyre, Mikey's on the hard tyres, Johnny Boy's on the soft tyre. Of course, he will be starting on pole. That makes sense in that. Face Potter's on the hard, Joker's on the mediums, Royston's on the hards, Arsenal Joe's on the hards, Dusty Fossil's on the mediums. We're just waiting on, I think, Zom, who is the lobby host, who's not in his car, interestingly. If you're listening, Zom, you were the one we were waiting for. Oh, Zomold! Get in your car. So we're 80 in the stream. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Do you have any like the stream? I always forget to do this in the middle of the stream. I always do it at the very end. If you have any like the stream, please do so. Much appreciated. Baby's still 2 up. Fucking hell, what are we doing? This is the knockout stages as well, so if we lose this, we're out, aren't we? As well. Shocking behaviour. Yes, but yes, if you haven't without the stream, please do so. That helps out immensely. Subscribe as well, because why would you want to miss all of the great racing content we do? And yeah, of course we're going to do this all again tomorrow with GT1. Even more chaotic. Yes. Obviously this week, of course, more announcements regarding Project Motor Racing coming out as well, which I'm very excited for at the end of the year. They've already published their roadmap of DLC as well, including V8s, Legend GTs, Super GT 500 as well. So yes, already some good looking cars coming into that. So very excited about that. And of course, Le Mans Ultimate is coming to console at some point. How long that's going to take, I don't know. I think they're only just starting now that they've got the PC version up running and out of beta testing and is officially live. Yeah, that's now coming to console, but they're just discussing whether or not to do it themselves or find a developer and publisher to do it for them. But yes, all the people I know who are racing on LMU are saying how good it is at the minute as well. So I'm very excited for that to come out as well. So we have to have some more choice in the racing game sector, because I think we do. It does feel like we're lacking a little bit recently. What I would love, of course, is an IndyCar game to come and a British touring car race, which was supposed to be in the works with the same team who actually did Le Mans Ultimate, but due to their financial strifes, they got sold on, or the license got pulled. So they need to find somewhere new to develop that. So we shall see. But it's nice to have some new games out. So maybe there'll be some new FTRL leagues coming in the next year or so. We shall see. The tyre checks have been asked to be made. It looks like we're about to get ready to go racing. Here we go then. We are ready for the endurance race. It's a reverse grid from the first one, so Johnny Boy is on pole position, Royston alongside him. It's Mikey and Odon, Face Potter and Arsenal Joe, Dusty Fossil and Zom, Derek and Joker, Goose and Glyn, Oblivion and Aaron. G14. We've got 5 red lights. And away we go. It's a tardy start from Face Potter this time. Everybody else seems to have got away okay. And also a poor start there from Oblivion. By the look of it, Aaron's jumped him further back, but to go into the pack. Let's see if everybody survives turn 1. So I think there's some drama. And, oh, contact there between Mikey. Mikey's hit the back of Johnny Boy. It looks like everybody's got around this time. We're all good. So stay on board with Face Potter for the first lap. Dusty Fossil in the screen there. That's the rear mirror up ahead. Royston looking for P2, 3 side by side. Him and Odon. It's Dusty Fossil then making a move on Face Potter, who had a bit of a slide. Background you got Goose, Oblivion, and Joker 3 wide. So Oblivion, having made a tardy start, had a good exit out. He's up to 7th already. Oh, that's side by side with Dusty Fossil. So the leader's stretching out, the pack behind. Oh, bit of a contact in the pack there. But Aaron right up behind Oblivion. Oh, they're going to try to go 3 wide here, Ollie. That's going to be brave. Joker might end up in the gravel here. He does. And Aaron's used the free run up the outside there to get ahead of Oblivion. And now Dusty Fossil him. Bagging doors, they're 3 wide again. Goose up the inside of his teammate there. 2, 3 wide. Oh, the background there. Derek's running a little wide. Aaron's up the inside of Oblivion to the final corner. With a door bang in there. And we all survive. Everybody is through. So Johnny Boy leads the way on the soft tires. 2-second lead. Johnny Boy's checked out. Stop the count. The race, calling the race. Johnny Boy wins. Great start from him then. On the soft tyre then. On the hard, we've got Odon. Royston's on the hard as well. Mikey is also on the hard tyres, as is Arsenal Joe. Just Foster on the mediums. Face Potter's on the hards. Mediums for Joker. Goose on the hards. Oblivion on the hards. Aaron's on the soft tyre, interestingly. Hard tyre for Zom. Hards for Glyn. Hards for Derek. So, Dusty Foster on the mediums. We've got Johnny Boy and Aaron on the softs. Everybody else on the hard tyres. But Johnny Boy, 2.8 seconds clear. And running away with this. Go on, Johnny Boy. This is what we want to see. This is what he needs. Clear track. Nobody around him. Focus on his braking points, on his lines. And he can do it. This is what we know. We know this driver is in there. So keep that work up then. Oh, several people kicking up gravel as they head up the hill. And back here then Joker trying to attack Face Potter. We've got Aaron around the outside of Sir Goose. And gets it done. Good move there. Those soft tyres coming in handy there. He gets ahead of the 2 designated drivers' cars. Glyn and Derek at the back on the hard tyre. Johnny Boy's lead is 3.5 seconds. He is checking out up front. Odon doing well in second then. Having a good run. Royston third. Then we've got further back got Jordan going side by side with Dusty Fossil who's up the inside. And through. Joker still behind Face Potter as Aaron closes in, of course, on those soft tyres. Joker's on the grass there, getting all kinds of squirrely. Got an Odon train forming. He is the cork in this bottle, allowing Johnny Boy to scamper off up front. Odon, Royston, Mikey, Dusty Fossil, Arsenal Joe, Face Potter, Joker, Aaron, Goose and Oblivion in this train. And Zom, Glyn and Derek trying to get back in touch, but Johnny Boy up front is just checking out. Love to see it. Love to see it. There's the train in the background at the bottom of the hill. Look at the chaos back here. Most of the pack still together. The softs will last round about 8 laps. 8 or 9, depending on where you brake pass. Oh my god, look at this pack back here. 3 wide, Joker on the inside, Face Potter in the middle. Aaron trying to go on the outside. That's ill-advised. He's going to get put on the grass. He does. Oh, more contact as Face Potter comes over. Oblivion getting caught there. Goose goes around the outside. Aaron's back on the track there, but lost several places there. He was the odd one out, unfortunately, there. Trying to go around the outside was bold and a little bit, perhaps, ill-advised. The corner which narrows. A lot of the corners here narrow on the exit. Unfortunately, 3 into that corner was never going to work. Face Potter now looking at this old contact with Joker. Oh, and into the back of him goes Oblivion. Had nowhere to go. Aaron's, they're going to use that to his advantage to get back ahead of Goose, who's also just checked up there as the contact ahead of him. That has brought Zom and Glyn onto this train. As Royston is finally breaking the resistance of Odon. Or has he? Odon fights back around the outside. Dusty Fossil on the inside of Mikey. They're side by side as well. Royston is ahead though. Through he goes. Finally. And now Mikey coming to have an attack. Dusty Fossil, of course, is on those medium tyres, so he'll be a little bit quicker than him. He'll want to try and get through this pack as quick as he can. These 5 come concertinaing up in the braking zone. Dusty Fossil getting the run up the hill, or trying to on Mikey. He's got the inside for the next corner. Can Mikey hang out around the outside? Use the momentum he can. It's the good thing about these Group 4 cars, they can just run around the outside. Joker in 7th. He had that contact with Face Potter. And then Aaron in 8th, back ahead Oblivion, who's latched onto his tail, then Goose, then Zom, then Glyn. And Derek, who have we lost? Face Potter. Down to the back then. Johnny Boy's lead is 7.2 seconds. Absolutely flying away. Fastest lap of the race, 28 flat. Love to see it. Here comes the train. Royston trying to hold the inside. Odon's looking for half a gap. Is there going to appear? I don't think it is. Mikey's in there as well. They're all defending the inside. Dusty Foster's going to try and go around the outside, but he's been balked. Is they going to let Arsenal Joe get a run on him? Not quite. Joker's back on this train, then Aaron and Oblivion now there as well. So 2nd to 9th are in a train. Johnny Boy's tyre wear. You can see it starting to take effect now on lap 5. It's about a third. So tyre seems better than it. Aaron's tyre wear. He's in the same tyre, isn't he? So Aaron's is alright as well, actually. Just on a full fuel load. It's look at this pack here, side by side. Mikey and Arsenal Joe. Aaron tucks in behind them as Jokey goes down the inside. They go 3 wide again. Oh, Mikey's already in the dirt though. And Oblivion's had such a good run. He's getting alongside Aaron up the hill. He's through. So while they're all jostling, the free run up the hill there, and Oblivion's going to get Arsenal Joe as well. I think he has, yes. And Aaron's going to follow him through. Dusty Fossil now nibbling at the back of Odon. Royston trying to make a break up front. Meanwhile, Johnny Boy leads by 8.8 seconds. Mikey did just drive off the circuit, yes. Oh, we're going to go too wide over here. Dusty Fossil switches to the inside. Odon to the outside. Trying to attack Royston. He's sensible though. Joker and Oblivion and Aaron and Joe have arrived as well. So 2nd to 8th, we've lost 1 from this train. Mikey is a little bit further back now in 9th with Zom, Goose and Glyn. And Derek just on their coattails, and then Face Potter, who we saw off the back. Why do they keep trying to overtake each other on the corner? Because it's GT2, Sean. You know that is how it works. Oh my god. The swarm of 4Cs down the hill. Odon's back in 2nd place. Royston's down to 3rd. Dusty Foss looking at the inside, 2 wide. 3 wide, Joker. Oh, Aaron at the inside of Oblivion again, who's got Joker ahead of him there. Stalled his run, but he's held on his side by side. Jordan's got to run up the hill behind them, but nowhere to go. Aaron's going to try and railroad around the outside, is he? But Oblivion will cut him off. No. Aaron has got alongside, but he's going to be on the outside. On the grippier tyres. Careful getting run out of the road. Jordan kicking some grass, but they're still side by side into the penultimate corner, to the final corner. Jordan. Oh, who was that? Joker's been off the crack. In all that, ahead. Half-second penalty for Aaron. As Dusty Fossil has finally cut through this pack. Got ahead of Odon and Royston, and he's up to 2nd place. With a half-second penalty. It's Goose there. Has he got alongside Zom coming out of turn 1? He has. Zom, however, fights back. Goose has got the inside for the next 2 corners though, and that should see him just about manage to get this done. But Zom fends him off on the brakes. However, has he got the line? He has, and then cuts over to defend. So through he goes. So Goose up to 9th, and Glyn arriving. Derek and Mikey as well. Johnny Boy's lead is 10 seconds. See now the tyre wear is now starting to hurt a little bit there. That left rear, so the right rear, sorry, is the one that has taken the biggest beating around here. Of course, anti-clockwise circuit. Dusty Fossil's medium tyres looking pretty good. What have we lost here? Royston's down to 8th, so Royston's had a job. Johnny Boy's in. Interestingly, I think he's got a lap early there. I think he could have done another lap on those tyres, but he's decided to bail out now. Squealing tyres in the background. With that, then Dusty Fossil hits the front. Johnny has gone wild. Superb stint there from Johnny Boy. Absolutely perfect. Well done, mate. Great job. So running order after 7 laps, we're on to lap 8. Dusty Fossil leads from Odon, from Oblivion, from Aaron and Joker, top 5. Dusty Fossil's on the mediums, Odon, Oblivion and Joker on the hards. Aaron is on the softs. Those tyres are looking very second hand though, so I imagine he'll be in this time around. Now there are 2 thought processes here. A lot of drivers are using the hard tyres. Now you can do multiple soft tyre stints, which will be quicker. However, it will necessitate an extra pit stop. Yeah, Dusty Fossils, those tyres are in very, very good nick. That's almost like hard tyre wear. In fact, look at the car behind him. Odon's on the hard tyres, and Dusty Fossils' tyres are only marginally worse. But of course, as the tyre wear starts to build in, the tyre starts to slide more. As the tyres start to slide more, Aaron's off and round. Oh, now in the background. He caught the gravel there on the outside of the corner, and he's looped the car. In fact, that might have been the tyre wear. Where is he? No, that maybe that right rear tyre is just giving out on him there. That happened to me. That happened to me at this corner. When I leant on that right rear tyre, it spun me round. Mikey's in. Aaron's in as well. Mikey's at the hard tyre. That's interesting from Mike. Only 8 laps on the hard tyre. Aaron and Mike are in. Johnny Boy is now on the mediums. Dusty Fossil leads now by 2.4 seconds from Odon, who was the lead hard tyre runner. Look at the fuel as well. Dusty Fossil pretty much bang on half a tank. Odon's just marginally better. Oblivion's bang on half a tank as well. Joker a little bit better on fuel. Well, worse than tyre wear, interesting. Oh, he's on the medium. Oh, Joker's on the mediums. Interestingly. So that would explain why he's been so keen to get through, but he's also been in some dramas and some wars. So race has now settled down finally, I think. Now settled down, and so Dusty Fossil leads 3.4 seconds. Odon is second, just ahead of Oblivion. These are the first 2 hard tyre runners. Oh, door banging, more door banging. Oblivion gets through. Ah, get in there. Go on, England. Oblivion up to second. The lead hard tyre runner. Odon in third. Is now under threat from Joker. Joker to the inside. Odon will be getting the slipstream from Oblivion. However, I think Joker should have this on the brakes. It does. Odon, it's not maybe his battle at this stage because they're on different tyre compounds, so Odon doesn't need to worry too much about that. Losing that position. It's not his race at the moment. Just focus on getting to where he needs to in terms of laps. Jordan in 5th. Royston and Glynn. And Goose and Zom. Those two have a history as well, but it all seems fairly calm at the moment. They're in 10th. So Johnny Boy in 12th then. He's 15 seconds ahead of Mikey, who's now on the medium tyre, and Aaron also on the medium tyre. So this is their compulsory tyre stint. All 3 of these drivers actually. Fossil has the fastest lap of the race at 27.6. Johnny Boy was a 28 flat, so feels like the fuel started to just burn off now on lap 10. Now the medium tyres will do a full stint of fuel, just, and they will start to tail off towards the last few laps, but yeah, you can do a full tank of fuel on the medium tyres. The hard tyre of course will be fine. As we've seen, the soft tyres will last about 8 laps. That's Joker then, coming up the inside of Oblivion for P2. No, you cannot one-stop this, because the fuel mileage is just not enough. You can get about 18 laps, so you'd be about 3 laps short. So it's definitely a 2-stop race at minimum. 2 or 3 stop, depending on which strategy you go. You can do medium, soft, 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 or you can do hard, medium, soft. I think it seems to be the way to go. Dusty Fossil, obviously, at the minute, it would appear he's on strategy 2-stop. Yeah. I mean, you get about 17.7 laps standard. This is a 10th purple then. Sector 2, he's caught the gravel there. I'll just unsettle the car slightly. Gets away with it though. Further back, we've got some battling going on. Joker's lost momentum up the hill, and Odon fighting back around the outside. And gets the place back. Odon going well in this one. He's had a bit of a rough season so far, and even race 1 didn't quite go as well as he would have liked. So far, so good in this one. Sitting nicely in P3, second of the hard tyre runners. Train behind them, we've got Jordan. Get it behind, then comes Glyn, Royster, and Goose, and Zom. So for 9 are covered by 11 seconds. Although this train here, what's the gap to the leaders? It's 6.7, so it's about 5 seconds from 2nd to 9th. Derek in 10th. Face Potter 11th. Johnny Boy still going well. Consistent lap times again. Johnny Boy, this is definitely doing really well there. That 5th place in that race 2 last week has definitely boosted his confidence. And this is the result. So he clearly likes this track. Or this layout anyway. He didn't know he had the best of it the first time round, but so far so good in this one. So keep that up. Mikey's just done the fastest lap of the race, in fact, 27.6 last time around. Aaron 4 seconds further back from him. So Mikey's in the 27s, Aaron's in the 28s still on the medium tyres at the moment. We're on the same fuel, so... Postle's tyre weight now starting to show. That right rear tyre again, down about just over half, maybe 2/3 tyre wear, just under sort of between half and 2/3 tyre wear. Oblivion now 7/10 clear in second. Joker is ever so slightly catching him now. He's just pulling away, so he's out of slipstream range at the moment. So he won't move to the thread of turn 1. Odon thinking about trying to make a move back, but not close enough. Jordan's keeping watching Brave in 5th. Then we've got this battle here: Glyn, Goose, Royston, and Zom. 4 cars nose to tail go on board then with Goose. I think Royston's got back ahead of him, or he was trying to make a move on him. Just that curve there, just settles the car. Bit of a slide, he's okay. A good exit there, though. Royston think about where he wants to defend into the braking zone at the end of the straight here. He's just going to go left, give him the outside for this corner. Royston comes back at him on the brakes. I think he goes side by side up the hill. Royston there just ticks the nose. Royston's got another run up the hill. Again, Royston will have to go defensive. Zom ready to pick up the pieces behind as well. Car in the mirrors. Goose had a good run at the final corner, already gaining on Royston. Then he'll go to the inside. Royston's going to squeeze him as Odon is in on lap 13, interestingly. So he's getting off his hard tyres. And Goose gets the move done. Just keeps it at the gravel. He's compromised his exit there though. Royston closes up. Nowhere to go through that little S section though. And that leaves him to the clutches of Zom. All the while Glyn has just pulled 1.5 seconds on this little gaggle. Podium in race 1. Well, again in race 2. Definitely in the hunt here. Joker then has got up to second then, so it's a worst pace scenario 1-2. On the medium tyres. Look at that tyre wear now. Joker's front right tyre is quite badly worn compared to Dusty Fossil's. Which are looking pretty good. His front right's probably just under half. His right rear is now at 2/3. Oh, he's had a big slide. He's on the grass. Can he catch it? Can he catch it? No, he can't. No round. The leader spun. How's your rejoin? How is your rejoin? You're going to have to let those cars go. Oh, the whole field's coming round. Dusty Fossil, shake of the drive for the driver. He can't get spun around because the whole pack's coming around. He's going to go all the way to 10th. Oh, no. He must have... He's trying to spin the car around. He can't get it going. Oh, Dusty Fossil has had a nightmare. All that hard work. All that hard work. You can see there, he's just caught the grass, look, off that curb, I think. Is it a bit further round? Anyway, look, the tyre, he's in the pits, he's pitted, but oh no, that tyre should not have let go like that there. There's still plenty of life in that tyre. That happened to me in practice on the softs when they were really worn. After about 9 laps, I came around that final corner and it just span. Lost the grip because you're putting so much load on it through these long corners. But oh, poor gutted for Dusty Fossil there. That's such a good effort. It's all come unglued for him on lap 14. He's gone into the pits. I think that a bit. Oh, Joker now having a, I can see the tyres going off, and the cars are now starting to get loose. Mid-engine cars, so difficult to catch. Front engine, of course, the weight's all on the front of the car. You can just kind of bury the throttle and just use the front end to bring it back around. Oh, Oblivion's caught the curb now as well. Can't touch those curbs. Cannot touch these curbs in these cars. The flat ones, like the final corner there, is fine, but those raised ones, you just cannot touch them. It is instant death. Personal best there from Joker, who now leads the way. Even though it took it right behind him. Joker's gone a little bit wider. So, oh, there's contact. Oblivion will lift off there. He had a bit of a better run than he anticipated there, and just into the rear quarter. Just pushed Joker a little bit wide. He's not going to take advantage of that. And for Joker now. He's just struggling a little bit on those right side tyres. Side by side. This one's fine because you're leaning on the left side. I call it an anti-clockwise circuit. There's so much use of the right hand tyres, you can see by the tyre wear. So, drama's galore. Then Glyn and Goose now battling for fourth. Goose looks like he's got the inside for the braking zone for the uphill corner, but Glyn's still ahead, so Goose is just going to back out of that. Ooh, very tight there to the corner. Glyn's tyre wear, superb. Goose is almost out of fuel, so he'll be in this time around. He's gone hard at the... what's going on here? Yeah, Joker's tyres are gone. Joker's tyres are cooked. He's now dropped back to third, so he'll be in this time around, I think. Joe is probably going to be in as well. Maybe even Oblivion. They might get one more lap. What do the hard tyre runners do? Oblivion stays out, so does Jordan. Joker's in. Goose is in. So he's low on fuel. So Goose has been ragging that car a little bit. Here goes Zom and Royston. Derek through to 6th. Further back, Mikey's in 9th, ahead of Johnny Boy. Got a half-second penalty, and has got Aaron right behind him. Oh, 37.8 on lap 12, look, that's suboptimal. And Odon coming around, having made his stop. He's off the hard tyres on the mediums. Fix Potter is also his was now on the soft tyres. Dusty Fossil is now on the soft tyres as well. So is it all out attack now from Dusty Fossil, or is he going to do a hard stint later on? For the lead, Oblivion versus Arsenal Joe. This is the pole battle. Oblivion's up the inside. Glyn in the background now in the podium positions again. Jordan's race going much better this time. He could have done 17 laps that well in the first race. He might have won that one. Always a little bit wide there. Just got to be careful in the next corner now. You'll have some dirt on those outside tyres. Careful. Yeah, all good. All good. Right, these two should peel off into the pits this time. Yeah, Oblivion is in. Jordan is in. And Glyn carries on. Glyn's got another lap in the tank. He can extend his hard stint one more lap. In also comes Zom and Royston, so 2, 2, 3 and 3 litres of fuel there. So yeah, Glyn's got another lap of fuel. That's about 6 or 7% there. So really good fuel saving there from him and Derek as well. I think Derek's probably got maybe even 2 laps in Derek's tank. Superb fuel economy from Derek. Let's see, lap time wise, the others are doing 28s, some 28s, some 29s. Derek's been pretty much solidly in the 29s. So a little bit less pace, but he saved enough fuel that he's going to extend, which of course will mean less time in the pits later on. Mikey now up to third. Of course, he was the first one to pit. Joker's out in 4th. He's now on the soft tyre. There's Aaron in 5th on the mediums. Goose has come out in 6th. Odon's now 7th. Johnny Boy's in 8th. Oblivion's in 9th. He's just out of the pits now. He's on the mediums. As is Jordan behind him. So these two, of course, were the front two. They have been cleared by Joker, who has underfueled, of course, because he's on the soft tyres. He's short fueled. So now it's the sort of phase of the race where people are on different strategies at different times. And you never really know who's where. I do know that Glyn's leading the race. He's now peeling off into the pits. And what's Derek going to do? And then he just ticked onto the... I think he's going to go around again. He is. Derek's going to get 19 laps out of that tank of fuel. That is very impressive fuel mileage from Derek. 30.3. So his lap times are a little bit off with some of the others, but it's enabled him to go a lap longer. Although I would perhaps have spent less time on the hard tyres if possible. But that's just me. So Mikey's going to come through for P2. That's Glyn, who's still in the pit. Joker's going to take 3rd. To go 1 and 7th. Oblivion chasing him down. There's Jordan. Glyn's on the medium tyres. He's out in 10th. Ahead of Royston. There's Potter. He's on in 13th. Mr. Fossil then on the soft tyre, trying to get himself back into contention. Goose has done the fastest lap of the race. Where is he? What tyre is he on? He's on the soft as well. So 26.7 from Goose. He's very, very quick. So him and his teammate have gone different ways. Oblivion's on the mediums. He's going to finish on the softs probably. Goose has gone softs now and will probably finish on the mediums. So Goose is using the clear track he had to good effect. That's Derek in. Yeah, so Derek there. He got 19 laps out of tank there. That is very good fuel mileage from Derek. We've seen 16 from Goose and 19 from Derek. So that's the sort of spread in terms of the fuel. Will it pay off for him later on? We'll see. Then Mikey then takes the lead. So the early stop, he started on the hard tyres. He pitted on lap 7. No, 8, wasn't it? It was 8, lap 8 he pitted. Keep it with Aaron. He now leads the race by 3.9 seconds over Joker, who's on the soft tyres. He's just on his personal best, 27.7. In the background, we've got Goose with a penalty. As he catches the back of Aaron. He's on somewhat warm mediums. Use of his grip advantage, then he cuts to the inside through the kink. Aaron's going to hang on to the inside, I think. He can brake latest. Aaron does. Can Goose cut back? He can, but Aaron defends the inside. Goose trying to get off the inside. Nothing doing. That service penalty. Ooh, sliding a little bit there. Just about to service half second penalty. So let's have a look at the time loss here. Ooh, Aaron's a little bit wide then. So service half second penalty. He's 2 tenths behind Aaron as he serves his penalty. Let's see where it is at the end of the straight. So we're up to 7 tenths. Lost that half a second. It's now 8. It's out of slipstream. 9 tenths. It's much of a second here, isn't it? So yeah, seconds. We lost 8 tenths there, so it seems to be worse for some others. Maybe it's to do with the kind of run you get out the final corner as well, a little bit. Losing about a second then. And Mikey still leads. His tyre wear is looking particularly bad again on those right side tyres. Rear right again looking the worst. I think it's all the banking on the corners just kind of hurts, and the uphill and downhill sections as well. Really hurting that right rear. You would expect the front to take a little bit more of a beating, even in a mid-engine car. Joker 3.9 seconds behind him. 3 laps in the 27s though. Goose has already caught back onto Aaron, and now he's got the inside for the braking zone this time. Give each other room. Nice, respectful racing. So, what does Goose do here? Let's wait for the straights, unless he can get alongside here, which he can. Uses the grip. Up the inside he goes to the final corner and takes third place away. Just touches the grass there, but should be able to get in the slipstream. Might see him come back yet. Goose is just edging away still now, however the slipstream starts to take over. Let's go on board. It's going to be too far back here for a dive. Yep, so third place secured for Goose. Although Goose very wide into turn 1. Country mile from the apex there, could have gone side by side through there and been fine, but Aaron not close enough to get. He's back up the inside. Still in another thing with his tyre wet. Maybe he realises that's not his fight at this stage. Again, Goose wide there. Left-hander. Different lines there. For the moment they were looking to go for a big send into the right-hander, but not close enough. It's down through the hill we go. Circuit there, that's where we cross over from the C layout, and then brake as late as you dare. Go down there, a little bit unsettled there as the camber of the corner sort of picks you up, the undulation there, just hitting the ground again. This corner here is very tricky because you've got to kind of apex it and hold up, but you wash out wide. There is a curb there, and I'm giving that plenty of room. And here's the final corner. Pushing wide, Aaron pushing a little bit wide. Oh, dearie me, caught the grass. Gets away with it. Now it's just about got the faintest of slipstreams down the start finish rate, then onto lap 23 we go. Solid lap times around there, 28.1. So we've got 27 in there somewhere. Just 2 tenths off. So into the pits goes Johnny Boy from P7. They're running order then on lap 23. Then Mikey still leads the way, 2.3 seconds ahead of Joker, who is second. Goose is in third now. We've just seen him overtake Aaron, who is now fourth. Oblivion sits in P5 with Odon just behind him. Odon going well so far. After Joe in 7th, and Glyn's in 8th place. Royston is in 9th. Got Zoma right behind him in 10th. And then we've got Face Potter in 11th. Derek in 12th. Of course, we saw him run long in the first, and he's now on the medium tyres, but he's short fueled. Johnny Boy out of the pits now. He's onto his hard tyre stint. Now he's probably going to go to the end from here. Dusty Fossil, our race leader, the first stint, but we saw him have a massive spin on lap 14 in that final sector there. Just keen to catch a curve, or did he catch the grass? But was having a big old slide. He tried to catch it a couple of times, and unfortunately these mid-engine cars are a lot trickier to catch once they start sliding. And he looped around and then had to wait for the field to go by. Drops him all the way down to the back now, unfortunately. What can he salvage from this one then? Mikey in from the lead, Aaron in from fourth, sorry. So Joker now leads from Goose. Both these cars on the soft tyres. Goose is on the red line of fuel, so we've got at least one more lap in the tank. Joker's got maybe 2. That's whether or not the tyres are going to hold up. His tyre wear is slightly better on the front right than Goose's. The rears are about the same. And Oblivion, of course, in third. He's 10 seconds off the lead, but he's got his soft tyre stint to come. 27.2 on the medium tyre is a very handy lap on lap 21. That's not there, you don't want to be out there. Of course, he was battling with Jordan when they came into the pits. Jordan not been quite so quick on the medium tyres as he was on the hards. He's 27.4 last time around, and he's up again though, so he is now finding his rhythm. And another one in a strong position in 5th. 27.9 from him last time around. Royston and Zom battle is the one we're going to watch for a bit now. This is, I think, is the only pair that are actually currently really squabbling. Mikey's out in 9th, and Aaron's out in 10th. Johnny Boy and Face Potter are coming together, but yeah, we'll go to this battle for 6th. Go on board with Zom. Both his cars on the mediums, yep. So I'm half a tenth up on his personal best, which is 27.7. In come Joker and Goose from first and second. So Oblivion will pass them for the lead. A little bit wide at the final corner there. Zom's had a much better run there, and that might give him a chance into turn one there. Into the slipstream he goes. We're about to inherit fourth and fifth. And Zom might be wanting that P4. Gaining. To the inside we go. Morrison taking the racing line. Zom down the inside. We'll block past that. Into the mirror he goes. And moved on. Good pass there from Zom. Up to fourth. 13 seconds off the lead. Now, of course, these top 5 are on the same strategy. Derek ran long, of course. Glyn ran a lap longer as well. So Glyn went 1 lap longer. And Derek went 2. And they're now in 3rd and 6th. Someone kicking up some dirt there. Oblivion's lead is 5.5 from Arsenal Joe. 27.3 last time around, 27.7, so he took 4 tenths out of him that lap. Jordan's coming. Strong qualifying, good early pace in the sprint race before it all went wrong. It was going well until it wasn't. But this one going much better run from him. Third is Glyn, also had a great, sort of went backwards at the start. I think he got shuffled back a little bit in the chaos at turn 1, but thereafter, head down, picked his way through, and as the chaos unfolded ahead of him, picked up a podium. Lead is 5.9. It was a 27.6 from Oblivion. 28.3 from Marshall J though, so Oblivion taking some time back that time around. Glyn losing half a tenth as well, half a second as well, sorry. Mikey now on the soft tyre. So having run the hards and the mediums, he's going to do double soft stints, I think, because he's not going to get to the end on those soft tyres. So Mikey's going a 3-stopper, so Mikey's the first one doing something very different. The top 6 are all sort of on the 2-stopper. Mikey using those soft tyres, and he's 18.2 from the lead. Everybody's got one more stop to make. That's Joker on. Joker's now on the hard tyre, so Joker's going to the end. So he's the first runner that's going to the end. Goose behind him doing the same strategy. So 8th and 9th, they're now done pit stop wise. Joker has taken quite a lot less fuel. Goose, maybe that's just Goose and his ragging of the car. I've seen him be a little bit worse on fuel. Playing keeps crackling, it's peeving me off. Aaron in 10th is now on the hard tyre. So he's doing something different to Mikey. Then those two are sort of shadowing each other early on, but Aaron's now on the hard tyre. Because he ran the soft earlier on. So Aaron's doing a 2-stopper, but soft, medium, hard. Odon behind him, also on the hard tyre. Didn't Odon start on the hard tyre? Intrigued by what Odon's doing, if I'm honest. He started on the hard tyre, he's gone onto the medium tyre, and he's gone back onto the hard tyre. That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's an interesting strategy. Small strategy, Colin. Let's see if it pays off for him. Boy, in 30, running a little bit wide there. Dusty Fossil on the hard tyre, trying to salvage what he can. Up front then, Oblivion. Motors on. 28.2 last time around. John did 24, so a couple of tenths in Oblivion's favour. 28.3 from Glyn, so Glyn pulled a second, but these guys are all sort of equidistant to each other. It's Zom and Royston. What? It's Zom and Royston that are circulating closest together. Oh no, they're not. It's Derek and Mikey that are circulating closest together. Mikey on the outside. Gonna go for a cutback. Go on board, ramp the pressure up on Mike. You know he does well. Whoa, dearie me. A little bit of lag there from Derek. He's then wide, and Mikey's followed him in the final corner. Mikey though should have enough grip, and a slipstream. Goes back up a little bit more. Does he have enough momentum to clear him, however? somewhere. He's still there alongside at the minute, but you imagine Mike on the brake should get this done. No, Derek's going to hang on. Mikey then sweeps around the outside nicely. And move done, up to 6th he goes. He's got to the lead though, hasn't really come down too much. 27-0. Last time around though, it's his personal best, 27-3. Then 28-8. So I don't know if that's just because he was behind Derek through those final couple of corners. So Mikey on the different strategy then. He's got another stop to make. Now that's the gap he's got over the likes of Joe, because Joker's 32 seconds for the lead. Mikey is 17. So what's that, 15? It's about 13, it's about 30, 26, 30 seconds for a pit stop. So Mike's going to have to do some overtaking in that final stint. A minute, Joker, I think Oblivion's going to be the net race leader, based on who's left to stop. So Joker's the first one who has done all his pit stops. I think Oblivion will be the net race leader, because it's about 30 seconds, I say 26 to 30 seconds bracket for a pit stop for softs, and depending on how much food we need, 8-9 laps. So Oblivion, I think, is the net race leader. Of course, Joker being on the hard tyre as well, Oblivion on the mediums is going to be making that gap bigger. Goose, though, of course, on the medium tyre now is catching Joker. He's almost got into slipstream range. He is now in slipstream range. Low 28s. Time wise behind him 24, 25. So Jordan just keeping Glyn at arm's length. What's Jordan's lead over? So Jordan's 6 seconds behind. So I think Joe is going to have to do some overtaking as well. Maybe only a couple of cars, but he'll be on the soft tyres. So Glyn as well. Glyn will also be on the soft tyres. Zom will be on the soft tyre. We've got Royston now. Mikey has caught Royston. So last time around he was clearing Derek. Now he is clearing Royston. In the slipstream we go. I'm just going to give him the inside here. I think Royston knows that that is not his fight at this stage of the race. Although he's kind of plateaued there, but he should get this done on the brakes. He does. Drops in behind. Next target is Zom, his teammate, so that shouldn't be too hard work. We are getting into the pit stop window for these two stoppers. Mikey will also be due a pit stop in the not too distant future. His tyre wear's looking alright though. I do think that the tyres, as the race progresses, the tyre wear, especially later on in the race, seems less severe on softs. Like, it's like the track rubbers up, but you don't really feel it. But the tyre wear does seem significantly better towards the end of a race, even if you do the two same length stints. I've noticed it at Brands Hatch on the soft tyre. The tyre wear just didn't seem so bad in the second stint, even though if you do it equally, your tyre wear significantly better. It's weird. Quirk of the game. It's like the track rubbers in there. Oblivion in from the lead. Jordan's going to go around one more lap, so he doesn't fancy himself to make those tyres last. For 9 laps, he's going to do 8. What does Glyn do? Glyn's going to carry on. Glyn's still got loads of fuel left, so he's going to have not a lot of time in the pits, to be honest, although I said Oblivion's also got quite a bit of fuel left. Som's gone round again as Mikey goes through down the straight. Mikey up to 3rd. So Mikey's in the podium hunt as well. Zom can stay with him, because I imagine Zom will be in this time. I imagine all of these guys that are on the two-stopper will be in this time around. So Royston, Zom, Glyn and Joe. There's Oblivion. Oblivion has come out ahead of his teammate. And he's ahead of Joker, yeah. So Goose has got ahead of Joker. Which we missed. Not because he's on the medium tyres, Joker's on the hards, but Oblivion has cleared them both. So Oblivion is the first one, and he's now on the soft tyre, so he can now just fly. So So he should pull away from his teammates. So Goose is now racing Jordan, Glyn, Mikey, Zom and Royston. 28 ones will keep him in the mixer. Soft tyres will probably do 27s fairly regularly though, but we will see. 10th. Fossil not making the headway on Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy's still driving really well. His lap times aren't setting the world alight on the hard tyre, but doing well. Jordan in, as expected. Glyn's going to go around again. I thought he might pit. So now in the window to get these soft tyres to the end, but Mikey's in. Zom's gone round again as well. And as Royston, I'm surprised. I thought they'd be in. They only want to do 7 laps. So what do we do? 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I know, no tell light. So, Oblivion is then going to go a long way out on the soft tyres. He's gone a bit early there. I thought this was 8 laps to the end, but it's not. There's Jordan coming out. He's behind Goose. There goes Joker. Joker on the hard tyres should be slim pickings. Potter, Mikey's out in 12th. Mikey is 12th, so he's 36 over the lead. What is Oblivion? Oblivion is only 17, so Mikey's some way back. That extra pit stop has hurt him. But he's got quick tyres and he's got some cars ahead of him he can catch them. So Mikey, realistically, he's already on face Potter. Odon's only a few seconds up the road. He'll be gettable. Aaron might be gettable. Jordan, of course, is on the same strategy, so he should be safe. Joker, maybe. We'll see. Glyn is in from the lead. Zom's in from 2nd. Royston's in from 3rd. Derek's in from 4th. So look at Glyn's got so much more fuel than the guys around him. That pit stop's going to be short. Here comes Oblivion. Oblivion will take the lead, as he does, and that then should be. Goose is still 2nd then. Glyn's still refueling. Through go Joker and also Jojo to the inside. There's Glyn coming out of the pits. Where's Aaron? He's still coming at the start-finish straight. Glyn's getting up to speed though. Aaron might make the move into turn 1 here. Glyn's gone defensive. Aaron's going to have to go the long way around. Oh, Glyn's gone deep. Aaron's gone the wrong side. Glyn defended. And Aaron wasn't there, ended up running wide. Aaron then arriving with pace, thought, oh, there's a gap, that gap shut. And doesn't make it through though, but Glyn, I would imagine, would have made short work for him on soft tyres against the hard tyres anyway. So what can Glyn do? So his targets are definitely Joker and Goose. Oblivion leads 4.2 seconds over his teammate. Joe is 2.5 seconds back then, having cleared Joker. Can he? No, he's got plenty of time. He should be able to get to Goose and pass him. We'll see. Glyn in 5th, got a bit clear track then. He's got 4.9 seconds to get to Joker for 4th. And then Goose is another 4 seconds ahead of him, so it's going to be tough. Let's see what Glyn's made of then. Can he get a double podium? Aaron there in 6th on the hard tyre. Survivor, he's got to look over behind him. Owen is on the same tyres, he's fine, but then you've got Zom and Mikey. There they are. Zom ahead of Mike. 2 teammates together. They're on soft tyres and they're going to be flying as well. Odon's going to be looking in his mirrors, cursing himself why he's done that strategy. Why has he used hards twice? But Odon's already under threat from Zom. Zom's just going to drive by him. I think, oh, because he had his penalty, didn't he? Is Mikey going to get there as well? He's going to arrive on the braking zone, but he's not going to get through. So Mikey will have to wait. So I'm up to 7th. And then Royston making the move on face Potter. Royston's another one on the soft tyres. Derek down to 12th, and he's also got some overtaking to do. Justin Russell has passed Johnny Boy finally for 13th. Oh, Johnny Boy's had an off on lap 31, look. 43.8. Shame he had a really good first stint there, Johnny Boy. Really impressed with that first stint there. Absolutely nailed that. Pulled away. Clean lap times. Even his medium tyre stint in the middle was quite good as well. So yeah, impressive from Johnny. Starting to string it together. My gap per second is already down to 1.3. Oh, Jordan goes up high again. That's what cost him in the first race. Don't do that. Don't do it twice. Shame on you. Oh, he's over the curb. Oh, he's over the grass. Don't floor it. Careful the next corner. Again over the curbs. Jordan, stay off the curbs. Stay off the big curbs. Don't touch the banked curbs. They will kill you. That has given Goose another second breathing room. It was down to 1.3. It's now up to 2.4. 5 laps to go. Let's get back in his groove again. Now that curb's fine, but don't hook this inside curb here. Don't touch these curbs. You can touch the inside of them, but don't go over them. Glyn, meanwhile, is catching Joker. That gap's down to 1 on the hard tyres. It's not really ideal strategy to be on the hard tyres at the end because you're just vulnerable to all these guys who are on very quick tyres. Obviously, he's wide there. That should be... Is he going to try to go on the outside? That's brave. I wouldn't advise that. He switched to the inside here. He can. That should be moved on. Joker will let that go. I think he knows. Got to know when you beat. And he's got Aaron behind him. He's on the same tyre, so he can now try and solidify a P5. In fact, Zom's now behind him because Zom has cleared Aaron. Gaining. Yeah, good move by Glyn that. Set up nicely. Realised the outside was probably not the best move. Waited for his opportunity. It arrived on the exit of the same corner. Smart driving there from Glyn. Very accomplished driver is Glyn. Of course, as we were discovering, we're having a little quiz on the way back from Spa the other week for GT3 champions, and of course Glyn was the one that we all forgot. We forgot he won the GT3 title. Oh, Aaron's had a bit of a slide there. Mikey to the outside. We'll defend it for now, but Mikey's going to try and cut back up the inside here. The shoulder cam, and giving him a flick of the indicator. I think to say that he's going to lift off and let Mikey through. Again, he knows that's not his battle. Of course, just subbing in tonight, so the main battle is tomorrow. Mikey through. Right, battle for second. Back down to 1.3. Oh, again, he's over that curb. Oh, Jordan! What have I told you about hooking that curb? Stop it. You will kill yourself. Oblivion 8.1 seconds clear. He is cruising. Goose saying solid lap times on the medium tyres. They are wearing though. Jordan is getting closer, although he's lost a few tenths again. Down to 3 laps. 1.7 is the gap. Glyn is closing as well. I mean, he should have had some better results this season. He got a bit unlucky at Brands, and yeah, definitely got a bit unlucky at Red Atlanta. But this week, he has very much strung this together. I'm very impressed this week. Zom trying to chase down Joker. 3 seconds of the gap. What is he doing? 27.2. So good lap time there. What's Joker doing? 29.3. He's taking 2 seconds out of him there. So Zom could get there. Zom could catch Joker before the end of this race. Mikey's a couple of seconds back. He might be on the cusp. Aaron's got 3 seconds back to Royston. Royston's doing 28.2s. Aaron's doing 29.4s. So again, he could arrive on the last lap. Derek gets caught and past face Potter and Odon. Odon's race there. It's a weird strategy he's gone for there. Double hards has just not worked for him. Dusty Fossil. I think he will be very disappointed with that spin. Weird time for it as well. The tyres weren't in that bad condition when it happened as well. It just like he's either caught a curb or caught the grass. So I can only think why that happened to him. Battle for second, then onto the penultimate lap we go. 28.5 from him, 24 then, so the gap's holding. Goose is hanging on and holding off Arsenal Joe. Joker with a 28.8, is on with a 27.6, 1.2 seconds out of him. 2 laps to go, 2 seconds is the gap. Mikey another second, 1.8 back. And 8th, 2.7 ahead of Royston, who's closing as well, so it's 29.3 is 28.6. So that's 7 tenths, and need a bit more than that. He's desperate to crash, isn't he? Absolutely desperate to crash. He's had 2 really good results this week, but he's like, nah, I only want 1. And it's like, I'm not even sure I want 1. Got down to 1.3. It's holding though. 1 more lap to go. The soft tyres, they are starting to cry out a little bit. The tyre was about equal now. So the advantage is gone. If he hadn't made those mistakes, although he's had a good run up the hill, he's called a couple of tenths back. He's getting there right up into the circuit. You don't want to be that high up. You're worrying me, Jordan. Stop it. Again on that curb. Stop it. Just gently touch the inside of it. Don't get up on it. Baby, again over that curb. It's cost him. Look, he's costing onto the straight. He's hooked that curb, and it's cost him. It unsettles the car, and I think Goose is going to be safe. This man is definitely safe. He is a well clear up front. He's just rolled it back into the 28s, and he doesn't need to push. He's got 8.6 seconds. Matching his teammates' time. They're all sort of doing the same sort of times. Jordan was a marginally faster, but I think he's too far back. Glynn's just going to come up just short as well. Zom is catching Joker. 1.3 seconds. He took... What did he take out in the last lap then? 7 tenths. I think he's going to come up just shy as well, though. Mikey as well. Royston's also catching Aaron, but I think he's going to run out of laps. We're on the last lap now, of course. Derek in 10th. He'll be disappointed, I think. On the similar strategies to the guys at the front, but maybe running long has just hurt him. That gap's gone up for second. So, yeah, I think Jordan's tyres have just given out. Those mistakes have just cost him the shot. Trying to take that P2. I don't think Zom's going to get there. I don't think Royston's going to get there either. But it's been superb for this man. A measured drive in this race. Controlled it nicely. Stuck to his strategy. It has worked out beautifully for him. It is a victory number 3 of the season. Oh! What just changed? Zom's got Aaron. Zom's battling Aaron. Oh, Zom's been off. Oh no, Zom's been off. It's win for Oblivion. Goose is second. Arsenal is third. And Glynn gets fourth. Joker will come home in fifth, then ahead of Mikey. Aaron gets 7th. Royston's going to finish 8th. Zom, what happened to him on the final lap? You need to stop hooking those curves. That's what you need to do. Try to kill yourself, you mentalist. What happened to Zom then? He was chasing down Joker. And I thought I saw the scoreboard change. So Zom only 9th in the end. Derek is 10th. Face Potter 11th. Odon 12th. Dusty Fossil has parked up. For some reason he's let Johnny Boy go. Johnny Boy was such a great start to the race. Hard tyre stint, maybe not worked out quite as well. He's had a spin there, like 31, cost him some time. But still, progress, that's the important thing. He's made good progress today. Very good first stint, solid medium stint as well. Dusty Fossil then, whose race went wrong early on with that spin. He is the final finisher. That strategy, there was a strategy, Paul. That was poor strategy, Owen. I'm not going to lie. Double medium, double hards was not the way to go. But then it is victory for Oblivion then. 8.2 seconds the winning margin. Teammate Goose backing up then, so a 1-2 for the team. Great job, lads. In that one then, held off the charging Arsenal Joe. Just couldn't quite get there. A couple of mistakes there, but still a very solid P3 there. Should have been a double podium for him really, but I think I'll be happy with the race 2 results. At least Glynn, great work from him. 3rd and a 4th. Solid points for him this week. Joker comes home in P5. Mikey there recovering to P6, the first of the 3 stoppers. Aaron in 7th. Benefiting late on there from Zom's demise late on. Royston coming through to 8th. 9th for Zom after a drama on the last lap befell him. And Derek there coming home for P10. Face Potter 11th. Odon lecturing him about his strategy in P12. Johnny Boy 13th after a really strong opening stint to the race. Pulled 10 seconds on the field. So you've got some speed in there, boy. Keep that going. And Dusty Fossil, who decided to gift P13 to Johnny Boy at the end there, having had, I think his head went after that 14th lap spin, but he was on for a strong result before that. Well, that is the end of tonight's action. Thank you very much to everybody in the stream once again. If you haven't already liked the stream, please do so before you go, and please do join Sean tomorrow when we will be back here doing the same again, but with GT1 on track here at Sardegna. But from me for this evening, thank you very much. Goodbye.